Alright guys, welcome back to the Planet Football YouTube channel, and today we are back for another Tenable quiz, and today it's going to be Sam in the hot seat. Sam, how are you feeling going into a bit of a Tenable today?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I have no idea what this topic is though, so I'm sure we'll see when the topic comes up.
So the topic that I'm going to get you to do in today's video is the 10 most expensive Premier League signings from the Bundesliga.
From the Bundesliga, okay.
So that's the real kicker here. So
Yes.
obviously, for those who haven't watched at home before, you'll have 3 lives. If you can do better than Sam, comment down below.
Probably.
But Sam, I'll let you take this one away.
Okay.
Where do you want to go first?
So I'm assuming, unlike the last transfer video, we are including Florian Wirtz in this. So
yes, Florian Wirtz is number one. I will give you that one. 127 million. That one's a tapping. And why this quiz is so timely,
yes,
I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So that was the easy one. That was the easy one done. The next one I am looking towards is, I'm trying to think, obviously most of these players, right, are going to be coming to Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Manchester United, you would think, and of course Spurs. So on that logic, I will go with the next player I can think of who's been the biggest player to come out, and I'm going to go with Erling Haaland.
So you've gone with Erling Haaland. And immediately you've fallen into the trap that I thought you would. Erling Haaland is not tenable. Now, that one is on a bit of a technicality.
Okay.
I will tell you that Haaland is 11th on this list, and his release clause was officially 51 million. Obviously, if you're including agent fees and bonuses, it's significantly higher than that, but we're talking strictly transfer fees here. So Erling Haaland, 11th on the list, which does give you a bit of information that he was 51 million, but that's one life gone.
Yeah, see, what I've done there is, and I'm going to say this was tactical, is I've done exactly what you try to do every time and find the 10th or 11th one.
Yeah.
So now I have that one, I don't have to go rummaging around.
That's true.
If that is not the case, I cannot remember his price, but for some reason I've got maybe like a 60 million kicking around in my head. I'd be tempted then to say Kevin De Bruyne going to Manchester City from, was it Wolfsburg or Werder Bremen? Wolfsburg, I think.
Yeah, so you're locking in Kevin De Bruyne, and you are absolutely correct.
Okay.
He's 9th on the list that I've got in front of me. 55 million, the transfer fee that I've got here for Kevin De Bruyne.
9th. That is a lot lower than I was expecting. Okay, this puts me in a bit of a predicament. I'm going to really have to think here. I think there's maybe 2 Chelsea players in there, in Havertz and Werner, of which the highest out of those was Havertz. So I'll go with Kai Havertz.
Yes, Kai Havertz is absolutely correct. He is 4th on the list. 68 million is the transfer fee that I've got here.
Okay, so I have an awful feeling that Timo Werner falls in between Haaland and De Bruyne here, and that's what's making me worried. I'm not sure. I think Werner was about the 50 million mark, so I don't know if he's going to fall in that gap or if he's just going to be just outside the top 10, so I'm going to stay away from that one. Let's think big players who have moved from the Bundesliga. Marmoush. Oh, pretty new one. Omar Marmoush. He was about 60 million, wasn't he? There's Frimpong as well, isn't there? Who's another big signing who's just joined. But I've got numbers in my head, but I feel like I've made them all up. No, I'm going to go back to Marmoush. I've done a little bit of a circling around, and I'm going to go for Marmoush.
Yep, I'm glad you went back that answer. Marmoush is on the list. He's 6th. Transfer fee of 59 million, there or thereabouts, for Marmoush in January.
Okay, well, I keep leaving a gap in between everyone, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I've just had a thought of maybe like someone like a Leon Bailey as well. Ooh. Jadon Sancho, where does he come into that? Sancho's got to be in there, surely. I'm going Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, I'm glad you got there eventually. Sancho is 3rd on the list. 72 million that United paid for him. They're not going to get anywhere close to that when they sell him, are they?
No. At least they got a little bit back from Chelsea, I guess. If you're a United fan, at least you know.
Yeah.
For the obligation being denied. There's still a second place here, which is throwing me
Yeah,
off.
so that'll be between Sancho at 72 million and Wirtz at 127 million. And for context for any of the viewers watching, when we're recording this, Hugo Ekitike's move to Liverpool hasn't gone through, so he's not one of the answers here, but maybe by the time you guys are watching this one.
Yeah. Let's have a think. Let's use my brain. Bobby Firmino came from Hoffenheim, but I don't think he would be anywhere near that amount. Kanate could be in there, and so could Akanji. You know what I'm trying to think of now? Because obviously we did the transfer one. I'm trying to think of where Gvardiol placed. Did he come from Leipzig, though? I don't know why my brain's blanking on where Gvardiol came from. I think it's throwing me off more because he's Croatian, and I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of German. I've still got Aubameyang, who potentially could be a shout. I am going to go with the person who I think is more expensive out of the two I've just said. I'm going to go with Gvardiol.
Yes, I am glad you got there. He is second on the list. He did come from Leipzig. 77 million Man City paid for him.
Wow. A lot of money. That does leave me with that question mark around Akanji, though, now. And I've also just thought there was Gundogan who came as well. Now my brain is like going too much. I've just had Socrates come into my head. I've got every Borussia Dortmund player to have left to come to the Premier League come into my head right now. I feel confident enough that this person was at least 60 million, so I'm going to go with Manuel Akanji.
Going to go for Manuel Akanji. I can reveal that he is not on the list.
Okay.
That is your second life gone. You won't believe how cheap he actually was. Reportedly, City got him for just 15 million.
What? No way.
Which is unbelievable value for money.
Yeah. Like, as soon as I thought of Gvardiol and was thinking, Kanate and the amount of money that those guys were, I thought he must be at least 50. Damn, that is insane. Right, now that really puts me on a back foot because I've got one life left and we've got 6. Still got Werner kicking around in my head. I seem to think that Timo Werner was over £50 million. I'm going to be very annoyed if he isn't, and if he doesn't slot into that gap or go in front of Kevin De Bruyne. But I'm going to. I've said it the entire time. This could be me out of the video. But I'm going to go with Timo Werner.
You're committing to Timo Werner as your answer. And I hate to say it, but he's just below. He's just below. So that is all of your lifelines gone. I'll give it a bit of a Google what his transfer fee actually went down as in the end.
Is it going to be like 48? That's going to be so gutting.
Yeah, so according to sources, that was about 47.5 million.
God damn
so he's
it.
only just below that threshold. You were right there, to be fair.
That's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. See, now I can't actually think, now that I've got all of those out the way, is Naby Keita in there?
Yeah.
Because...
No, so he was just below as well.
Because I cannot think who would fit into there. Have I named anyone who is in there?
So one of the names that you have thrown about who was in there was Aubameyang. He was 8th on the list. Okay. 56 million that Arsenal paid for him.
Yeah.
The real kicker for you, though, is the fact that 2 of these players went to Chelsea and you didn't name either of them. So I want to see if you can guess these 2 now.
It could be anyone. It could literally be anyone. Right, I need a clue. I honestly have no clue. I am stumped.
So one of these players is still at Chelsea today, and the other one isn't.
Oh, Christopher Nkunku.
Yes, Christopher Nkunku is 10th on the list. You triggered his release clause, worth a reported 52 million. So he was your answer in 10th that you were looking for.
Oh,
you've got 7 who's a Chelsea player, and 5, I'll give you a clue after you've got this Chelsea one.
Oh, Christian Pulisic.
Yes, it is Christian Pulisic, the LeBron James of soccer.
Yeah, I'm gutted I didn't get that one, actually, because after you giving me that sort of prompt, because he was so good during lockdown as well.
So the only one that you are missing on this list now is the man in 5th. He went for 60 million, the year of the transfer, 2023.
2023. Mate, you have got me well stumped here. It's such a big player as well to go for 60 mil, and I just can't think. Oh, Dominic Szoboszlai.
Yes,
my
that was
God.
the last answer you were looking for. He slots in fifth,
That's
like I was
so
saying. 60
embarrassing.
million that Liverpool paid for him. We got there eventually. Honestly, 6 out of 10 on the official one isn't too shabby of a score, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably a little bit more gutted at the fact that I said Aubameyang and Kunku didn't come to my head. But in terms of
Yeah.
Pulisic and clearly Szoboszlai had just left my head. So yeah, I'm not bothered about those two. I think I could have maxed out at maybe 8. But I'll take a
Yeah.
6. It's not bad. It's not like 2 out of 10 though, is it? So
No, it's solid mid-table sort of score. We'd like to hear from you in the comments down below. Did you manage to score better than Sam on this quiz? Let us know. Apart from that, though, that will wrap it up for today's video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you all same time next week.